So that is Kalarikkal house from Aluva. It's a 3000 square feet, 5-bedroom house. Now let's hear the comments from our judges. Yes, Arun.
As far as the form is concerned, it's very simple, looks symmetrical except for the taller points on the right side. It looks very simple with the sloping roof. It doesn't have a traditional character or something too modern either. It looks symmetrical with a little veranda extending to the width of the house. The landscape is very minimal. Nothing extraordinary is attempted. It doesn't have a traditional or a very modern look. The interesting thing what we understand is it's got 5 bedrooms and it's only 3000 square feet and an additional office space. So it will be interesting to discuss on the interiors.
And what about you, Anna?
The elevation is pretty decent. The rises of the step could have been a different color. It could have been some lighter color. The black doesn't really gel well with the exterior colors. Nothing much has been done about the landscape. Roof tiles are good, and cladding stones, they've not overused it. It's appropriately used in Tono. There were 2 flower beds on either side in the sit out. They could have used some greenery and made that into a focal point rather than put different color flowering plants on both the sides. And also, I think car porch is missing in this house because that would change the elevation of this house. Overall, it's okay.
And coming to the interior flooring and kitchen.
Pretty simple, but what they've done is they've put a lot of light in the ceiling, like blue. Later on, you see in the bedroom there is green. LED strip lighting or something. And it's really weird to have such colors inside the house. As in, you don't have a very good peaceful feel when you look at that. It's generally related to very loud spaces like pubs, bars, hotels, etc. Like of those sort. The living area is very simple. They have a very functional sofa, and dining table is very simple. They have not looks like a bottom kind of table. Means something that has been selected. The staircase really is very loud with a lot of steel, and it's taking up a little space. You're kind of climbing around. And then kitchen also looks very simple. And on the first floor, we also see a lot of open space with all windows covered up, and the complete lighting is done with artificial.
Now, what's your opinion on that?
I noticed that they have coordinated the sofa's color with the curtains, so that's a good thing. A point I'd like to say when we arrange sofa and all that, if you have a window, you always put the sofa so that when somebody is sitting in the sofa, you actually see the window. Here, you saw the sofas were pushed against the windows, and you needn't put all the furniture to the sides of against the wall. You can keep it a little away from the wall, and still the room would look bigger. Kitchen was simple, neat, no upper cabinets. It doesn't feel cramped, but the windows color and the cabinet color doesn't really match. I noticed an upper reading nook with office table which extends into a balcony. That was also useful. So on the whole, interior was okay.
What about the color, decor and lighting?
Lighting, I would say I would give only negative to that, because I don't think so much emphasis need to be given on a small house for ceiling, because you generally tend to see at your eye level more for a smaller house. Then the office room is interesting. Means for a house of this scale, they have pushed in so much into the house. Means 5 bedrooms is really good, and bedrooms don't look very spacious, but they are functional. They have tucked in wardrobes, which adds on to the function. So overall, it's pretty decent.
And what do you think, Anna?
I feel the colored lights, especially blue, it hinders with your sleep. They've used a lot of colored LED light strips in the bedroom inside the false ceiling, which is not desirable for a residence. Then inside the materials, they've gone for a lot of wood, glass, steel. It's very highly contemporary, but it again doesn't match with the style of the house. It's more of the classic style. They've used a lot of colors, and it's very striking. They've tried their creativity in the upper living areas near the study and all that. Decor and lighting, they've experimented here.